And welcome back. This is Ballerscuba with more Let's Play Chrono Cross. I'm joined, as always, by my farming squad of Surge, Kid, and Sprigg. Since Sprigg is in the party, we're going to be getting Doppelgangs today so that I can never use Sprigg again. I'm going to be getting a lot of Doppelgangs today, but I'm not going to be getting all of them. It's actually impossible for me to get all of them in a single playthrough of the game. You need to be in New Game Plus in order to get all of them. And I will say that New Game Plus makes getting a lot of the Doppelgangs really easy, but I'll show you how you can get a majority of the Doppelgangs here at the end of the first playthrough of the game, if that is what you desire. I do have Surge and Kid equipped with Forget-Me-Not pots, so it doesn't matter who kills the enemy, just as long as the enemy dies. We're going to start in another world, the Lizard Rock South, because there are Opa fish here, which, for whatever reason, I did not get on our list before. I wish there was an easy way to do it, but Surge, go ahead and kill all these things. Actually, Sprigg, let's see if you can finish him off. Sprigg is here, not necessarily equipped properly, but I gave her some things. But keep in mind, Sprigg does need to be in her original form in order to get the Doppelgangs. I have not actually used her enough to test that myself, but seems to be the common consensus is that if you have Sprigg doppelganged, you cannot learn another doppelgang if you kill the enemy with Sprigg in that form. All right, so that's the first easy one, the Opa fish. We're gonna spend some time in another world before transferring over. Let's head to the northern side of Fossil Valley. Even though there's an enemy to the south that I want to deal with, this is not the party that I want to deal with that right now. So, let's take on our next enemy, the Teuton Shaman. This guy is quite easy to kill, for Surge at least. This is the second one that Sprigg can transform into. A lot of these Doppelgangs are not particularly useful. As you might suspect, the Opa fish, not something I would recommend at any point. By the time you have access to Sprigg, you have access to better Doppelgangs, and Sprigg comes with better Doppelgangs, but there's the Opa fish. The Teuton Shaman, I also probably wouldn't recommend. I'd rather have the Torminator, to be honest with you. Keep in mind that now we're going to head up to Viper Manor, into the sewers in particular. The Doppelgangs have set stats. It doesn't matter what Sprigg's stats are. Whatever Sprigg transforms into determines Sprigg's stats in that Doppelgang. So they do not level up with you, so an Opa fish is pretty useless, but it's available on the list, so we'll take care of that. Like I said, though, there's a lot of Doppelgangs that I will not be getting today. I'll try to show you how you can get them, but it's not necessarily worth my time to get them now. A lot of them happen here in Viper Manor, and I'll show you how you can get that, but the easiest way to do it... actually, I think I want to go... Let's go through here. You know what? Let's just head down. I think this will bring me where I want to go anyway. We want to go into the sewers, and I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go into. But remember, this is another world, so down here will be fine. So in New Game Plus, as long as I have Surge equipped with a Forget-Me-Not pot, I'm bound to get a lot of these Doppelgangs that I'm missing right now. But here is another one that I am missing. These are the Spearfishers. Now, Spearfishers are also quite useful for me, so while we're here, we're going to attempt to steal with Kid. As these guys go for their big attacks, it doesn't matter. Surge will heal everybody at the end of this. Oh no, 1 damage. Alright, good enough. Let's go for the steal after that. I don't necessarily care enough to have to work harder than that. Let's just go for the pilfer. Yeah, these guys are useful for the shiny materials, which we will be trying to get. Now, the common steel is what I want here. There it is. the antiviral cap. We'll go over that more later, but while I'm here, I might as well try to steal from them. Of course, if I'm going for steals, there are much better parties to bring along. Well, there's Fargo. I want to bring Fargo along instead of Sprigg. So there's the one party. That's better than that, but Dash and Slash should finish the job here. And we'll bring the Spearfisher along. No, only 400 damage. That is much less than I anticipated. But down go the Spearfishers, and we have ourselves another Doppelgang. Now at this point, it's probably better if I just start sailing. Probably for the best. Because there is another thing that I can get on the mainland, but it requires going to Gaia's Naval. So we'll be back for that. We'll just head out and get ourselves more Doppelgangs that are easy for me to get. And I'll try to show you guys where all of them are. They're quite easy a lot of the time, but like I said, there's a lot of enemies that appeared earlier in the game than when we got Sprigg, so it's difficult to imagine them expecting you to get all of the Doppelgangs, well, that are available in a single playthrough in that first playthrough. But it is technically possible to get a lot of these Doppelgangs, and like I said, I'll show you when that is. So let's head back to our boat. The Bend of Time pretty much is it, and I'll show you what portal I believe they can spawn in, which is probably the best way for me to put it. Probably the best way. But we'll go sailing off again. Our first stop will be down to the Nido Triangle, simply because there's a lot of Doppelgangs that I want to get here. Another World is the best place to go for this. Definitely the best place to go. Because there are actually 3 enemies that you can encounter here that will give you what you want. The first one is here. Let's take on some puffies. Did they bring any friends? Well, they brought a jelly blubba, but that's not something that I care about. I just care about the puffy. Damn it, just kill the puffy. Just kill the puffy. Surely it'll be weak to a physical attack. It's only made of jelly. It's still weak to it. Very weak indeed. This goes against all Final Fantasy rules that I know. I thought I was being sarcastic about it, but it worked out very well. All right, full heal, and we got Puffy on the list. Once again, not particularly useful. There are definitely better Doppelgangs out there than most of what we're going to be encountering. Like I said, the Torminator, quite good. Let's head down here so we can get the other 2, hopefully. I might have to farm a bit for the second one, but the first one is the Sidestepper. And he didn't bring his friend, so we might have to farm this guy a little bit here. All right, 1, 2, 3, and I believe the dash and slash will still do it. But you know what? We never did see Ultra Nova, did we? Causes an explosion of high-density energy. Wait, maybe it was used against us? Either way, here's an Ultra Nova. $356 probably would have been better if I went for a dash and slash, to be honest, but I will accept it. And we get the Sidestepper added in, and a cure-all. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right, let's see. Actually, I think the one down here has given me the best luck in having the other one show up. Hopefully it's here. It is! We are looking for that manta ray there. So we'll do like a 1, 2, 3 Luminaire and hope for the best here. 1, 2, 3 Luminaire. Let's see if we can't take down the manta ray and get it in that forget-me-not pot. Well, they lived. They probably won't live too much longer. I don't know if I will ever use any of these doppelgangs. Oh no, she's fatigued? No, it's fatigued. No, it's fatigued. It got hit hard. Let's go for a red pin. It should do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, Sprigg's pretty much here just in case nobody else can do the job. But we get another cure. I'll take it. I will take it. And that's all of the doppelgangs that I wanted to get around here. Quite easy to get, actually. A lot of these are pretty basic enemies that we have encountered throughout the game. Can you not hit me? Thank you. But a lot of the doppelgangs are actually important to the plot. And like I said, kind of unavailable once you get Sprigg, except for the Bend of Time. And I'll be going to the Bend of Time and showing you a few things here and there, but ultimately, it's not going to be worth my time to necessarily farm around there. But I'll show you where to go and all that kind of stuff. All right, so El Nido done. Let's head to Water Dragon Isle once again in another world. Everything so far has been in another world. You'll know when we go to Homeworld. Things will change quite drastically then. All right, there's the enemy we are looking for right down here. This is a Scorpion. Let's take it down quite easily. Down it goes. I should probably check Sprigg's list. I'll check it when we're done. Well, done-ish. We'll see what we can do. Now, one of them I'm not sure if I have to be in a homeworld or another world in order to get, but there's definitely a couple more that are in... Well, there's one that's in both. Yeah, there's a few more that are in both. All right, either way, we're going to head out again. And we want to go to Earth Dragon Isle this time. This one's going to require a little bit of running around, but won't be too bad, I don't think. I like doing it in another world, but I believe it can be done in Homeworld too. Either way, we need to fall down into the pit, and I think you guys know that. And if you just want to have the easiest time getting the doppelgangs as possible, I recommend putting the Forget-Me-Not pot on Surge, and then playing the whole game again. It's actually easier that way than farming sometimes. That will be the easiest way, but for the time being, we're gonna get what we can. I know it doesn't sound like playing the whole game again would be the easiest way, but if I'm being honest, it can be pretty easy, especially on your third, fourth time through. I've done that before. Just we'll figure it out when we actually get to see New Game Plus.